Hi again. Welcome back to the old 62. So if you don't know what's going on, I strongly recommend you start this from episode 1. Newcomers, that's where you need to start, because this has been a continuing series and the theme carried this far. So yeah, that's what I need you to do. If you're new here, go back to episode 1. Check it out. The playlist is easy to find, or just go back through my uploads, because I've been uploading nothing but the old 62 since I started it. So, alright, today we're talking about Lesla-Lar. She is a Supergirl villain, first appeared in Action Comics number 279 in 1961. Then her last appearance was in Superman Family number 206 in 1981. So she's lasted a lot longer than some of the other ones. Okay, so when you open history, the first little block of text is a quote, but below that, where it's actually saying the history, that block of text kind of says a lot without explaining anything. So I'm gonna skip like 5 lines to the unknown Supergirl. And it's giving a main article. I'm guessing it's like a synopsis of a comic. Anyways, a brilliant scientist, Lesla-Lar, grew jealous of Supergirl and the fame she'd earn when her existence was revealed to the Earth's people, and began harboring criminal aspirations. So Lesla-Lar was from the bottle city of Kandor that was in Superman's Fortress of Solitude. It was basically the last piece of Krypton that survived. It was a whole functioning city, and somehow it maintained excuse me, it maintained the ability to function somehow. It's comic logic, not real logic. Lesla used on Supergirl a ray which stripped her of her powers right on the very day that Superman was going to reveal Supergirl to the world. That was only the start of Lesla's scheming. When Supergirl was sleeping, Lesla used a shrinking/teleporting device to bring her to Kandor, and then conditioned Supergirl mentally to believe she was Lesla-Lar. Now that's odd. Lesla took Supergirl's place while Kara lived Lesla's life in Kandor, and that would give us the profile picture here. Actually, they changed the profile picture, like at the top of the wiki. It used to be Lesla dressed up as Supergirl, but now it's Lesla conditioning Supergirl. Or I guess that's what we're looking at. So it's kind of weird that they changed the picture. I don't know why they did that. Lesla's plan consisted in winning Lex Luthor's trust and get him to build a kryptonite-powered ray to kill Superman. Then she would talk Superman who believed her to be the real Kara Zor-El, into revealing her existence to the world. After Luthor destroys Superman, she would accidentally kill him while capturing him, and the Earth would be hers to do how she pleases, while the real Supergirl remains in Kandor forever. That's a pretty solid plan. Unless she remembers. Lesla tricked Kara's cousin into believing she was the real Supergirl and was ready for the reveal. However, Krypto discovered she was an imposter and the real Supergirl was in Kandor. I don't think she's in Kandor anymore. Krypto used a switching ray to make both girls return to their rightful places. It's the era of the comics. It's just how comics were back then. Unfortunately, Kara, still depowered, was knocked unconscious in the process, and although the hit undid her mental conditioning, it made her believe her life in Kandor was a strange dream. Also kind of just plays in with the time period. That's how comics were then. Kara intended to change places with Supergirl again at the first opportunity, but she was arrested by the Kandorian police. I think that Kara is supposed to be Lesla. That's a typo. Or, misinformation. But yeah, Lesla intended to change places with Supergirl again at the first opportunity, but she was arrested by the Kandorian police before she had the chance to do so, and her depowering ray was destroyed. Well, good, because I don't like comic book logic. Lesla eventually broke out of Kandorian jail to scheme against Supergirl again. This time, she replaced Lena Toril and assembled a Phantom Zone projector to free the Phantom Zoners. She hoped they'd help her conquer Earth, but Druzod, Jax-Ur, and Crew L murdered her in cold blood right away. As Supergirl and Superman battled the Zoners, Supergirl finally learned of Lesla's existence. And when I read this before, it ended there. It didn't go on. Now it goes on because I guess they brought back the story, sort of, or continued it, something. I'm gonna have to go to notes. It still says she was erased by Crisis on Infinite Earths, and yet there's this whole section, Disembodied Ghost, that wasn't there a few years ago. Okay then. Disembodied Ghost. Lesla's body was destroyed, but her consciousness survived. After several years living like a disembodied ghost and obsessing over Kara, Lesla dubbed herself, deluded herself into thinking she was Kara Zor-El's sister. After attacking the Girl of Steel via manipulated pawns like Klax-R or Shayla Kor-On, more zoners, I assume, Lesla tried to take over Supergirl's body. She succeeded, but Kara's parents, Zor-El and Allura Inzi, quickly figured out she couldn't be their daughter. Upon denouncing her as an imposter, her hold upon Kara's body weakened enough for Supergirl to get her body's control back and punch Lesla, it says Kara again, and punch Lesla out of her mind and apparently out of existence. Alright, so I think it needs a little editing, but this is a good story. And if they bring her back, I think they should do something a little more modern. And it would work. I think it would work. But tell me what you guys think down in the comments. Obviously, she's just like Supergirl, so I'm not going to powers and abilities. But tell me what you guys think about, like, what if she came back? And I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. Tomorrow we got a good one lined up for tomorrow, so I'll see you then. Peace.